Hey, what's going on, chess lovers? This is Maurice Bishop Chess. So y'all know my slogan, life is a game of chess. Alright guys, in this video, I'm gonna actually really show you exactly how to calculate a queen sacrifice. So I'm actually gonna go through this game, and then I'm gonna actually give you an opportunity to try to figure out, what is it that I did. Alright, so I'm gonna actually hide this. Okay. All right, guys. So obviously I played as black, and my opponent played as white. The game go as follows: G3, E5, Bishop G2, and D6. Knight F3, Knight C6, Castle, and I go H5 automatically. Again, guys, this is not an opening that I studied on. This is not something that I read a book on. This is just pretty much knowing the principles of attacking and things like that. So, and that's pretty much what I was doing. So I go H5 automatically. He goes D4, and I go H4. The whole point of this, guys, if knight catches H4, I could go rook catchers, he takes, and then queen catchers H4. Now I have the H file open, the G file is open, and eventually, guys, I can do some crazy attacks and everything, which is pretty much one of those silent sacrifices and everything. I just been playing it for a while, and I've been winning a lot lately with this type of play. So, but yeah, guys, that's pretty much what I was doing. But anyway, guys, knight c6, h5, d4, h4. He just takes the pawn on e5, and I just immediately take on g3. And honestly, guys, I just think this is pretty much already a one game for me already, because the fact that even though my king is still the center of the board, and he's castle, but yet this king is not very safe anymore. So ace catches g3, and I go bishop g4. He takes, and I go bishop catches d6. And the crazy part about this, guys, is this is kind of like uh, I want to say like my secret weapon opening for black guys with the dust gambit. So I kind of did that, but also I did other aggressive techniques. So again, guys, I have one, two, three pieces developed. I'm already about to go queen e7, then castle queen side, and then guys just start attacking like crazy. Knight c3, I go queen e7, e4, and then I castle queen side. As you can see, my rook is on a d file, so that could get pretty crazy, guys. I'm not afraid of knight d5, because then he'll allow me to win his pawn back on e4, so that wasn't an issue. Which is why he goes queen e2, defending the pawn on e4. And guys, I could have went knight d4, which probably was the right way to actually do it, but instead I just go queen e6. I just wanted to get rid of that light square bishop, where I can start an attack and mate. Rook d1, bishop h3. He goes bishop h1. He knows that if he exchanges that light square bishop, then obviously, guys, my queen will be on the queen h3 square, and guys, it could get real nasty. Queen g4, knight h2, and I go queen g6. Obviously, guys, I have an attack going. I don't want to exchange queens, which is also the principle. Anytime that you have an attack going, you don't want to exchange your pieces away. You don't want to exchange your attack. Bishop b3, knight f6, knight f3, and I go back to bishop g4. And now I have plans of going maybe knight e5, something like that. But obviously he already knew that was a plan, which is why he goes queen b5. And I decided to go queen h7 just to double up on the h file. As you can see, I'm threatening queen captures h1 on checkmate, which is why white goes bishop g2. I go a6 just to get the queen out of these ranks. He goes queen a4, in which the best move for white, and he probably could have saved the game, is by going queen g5, which probably would have been the best move, but that didn't happen. So after a6, he goes queen a4, and I just go bishop captures f3 automatically. Um, you're probably wondering why bishop captures f3. All right, so the reason bishop captures f3 is, number one, guys, I'm taking away the defender of h2, which is also what I'm doing. But also, guys, I also will get a tempo after bishop captures f3, queen h2 check, king f3, and then knight e5. So again, guys, this is like imperative. This queen needed to come on queen h2. All right. That's where the queen needs to be at. And then with the knight on e5, I'm getting closer to the king. I also have another knight on f6, which will also be in the fight as well. Bishop g2, and I go knight g4 automatically. I'm actually hitting knight catches e3, and then maybe queen catches g3. Bishop f4. So guys, I want to tell y'all something. So what would y'all do in this position right now? What is the correct move? What would you do in this position? If y'all need to pause the video, pause the video. I'll give y'all 3 seconds. All right, guys. So I'm gonna tell you exactly how I calculated this position, and which is pretty much what this whole video is all about, is how to calculate a queen sacrifice. So, all right, guys. So as you can see, I always go by the principle: if you have 3 or more pieces surrounding the king, you can actually start an attack, or most likely you'll be able to sacrifice one material, maybe 2 materials to get checkmate. All right. So number one, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces already close to the king or in the direction of the king side. So obviously, guys, that is way more than 3 pieces, which again, I said 3 or more pieces surrounding the king. You can start an attack to get mate, or you could just start an attack where you can get an advantage. All right. So when I looked at this position, so that's number one, guys. Just knowing that, okay, I have 3 or more pieces surrounding the king, so I should be able to do something, right? So that's number one. Number two, guys, I look at the squares that the king can go to. You know what I mean? So by me having a knight and everything, things like that, and I also have the rook on the d file, which wouldn't really matter, but it does play some part and everything. But yeah, guys, the move that I play is queen captures g2. But I'm gonna tell you why I did queen captures g2. All right, so when I calculated this, I was like, okay, if queen captures g2, and the king takes, okay, I have my rook right here, so I could go rook h2. And remind you, if the rook is on h2, the rook on h2 would actually hit the f2 pawn as well as this knight on g4, which is also hitting the f2 square as well. And obviously, we already know, guys. And the thing is, even if you can't calculate all the way through, right? You should know that once that rook is on the 7th rank, you should know that, okay, since my rook is on the 2nd rank, the king would not be able to go to the 3rd rank at all whatsoever. So you need to get that in your mind, like, okay, the rook is on the 2nd rank, it cannot get to the 3rd rank. All right. So you want to also look at, okay, that, but also look at the limited squares that white can go as well. So when I did this, I was thinking, okay, if I sacrifice this queen, can he get to f3? Oh, nope, he can't get to f3 because my knight is on e5 guarding this f3 square. Okay, too easy, right? So when I was doing it, I was like, okay, so if I do take and everything, and the king comes here, I do have this f3 square because obviously this bishop is going to already be gone. My rook is on the 2nd rank. And the knight on f3 is obviously guarding this d2 square and also guarding this e1 square. And then, of course, the rook is already on the 2nd rank, which I told you if the rook is on the 2nd rank, the king would not be able to get to the 3rd rank at all. So I'm also calculating the limiting moves or the limiting squares that white can actually go to. So check this out, guys. So queen captures g2. So I know a lot of y'all, I'm saying all this, y'all probably like, man, I still can't see it. I still can't see it. All right. So now I'm about to show you visually. All right, so queen catches g2, king catches g2. So again, the king cannot get here because the knight is guarding the square, right? So what will be the next move? Okay, rook h2 check. So like I told y'all before, I said that the king would not be able to get to the 3rd rank at all. The knight is guarding it, so obviously white only have 2 moves to go to, which is either king g1 or f1, which is pretty much. All right. So as you see, again, the kings cannot get to the 3rd rank at all. Would not be able. It'll be impossible, right? And like I told y'all, I have the rook and the knight guarding this 2nd rank. So of course, guys, the move rook catches f2 check. And then, of course, guys, I have no defender that can to keep this knight away on f3. So after this check, king e1, and then knight f3 is checkmate. And that's pretty much how I did it. Now, you're probably wondering, okay, what about if he just goes king g1? Now, if he goes king g1, it's still not an issue because I still have knight f3 check. And then after this knight f3 check, king e1, rook captures f2 is checkmate. So guys, so when y'all look at these positions, no, definitely remember these mating patterns or whatever, because I'm telling you, you'll probably get a lot of positions where you have to calculate queen sacrifice, and a lot of times people will actually miss these type of moves and everything. So definitely get this embedded in your memory, your muscle memory, guys. Especially when you have two knights and everything, it's definitely imperative that you understand the piece movement and the mating patterns. Because once you understand the mating patterns, it will be easy for you to do queen sacrifice. It'll be actually easy for you to calculate queen sacrifices and everything. So definitely, guys, um, definitely remember this. Definitely remember this, guys, and I hope like this will definitely help y'all, in the long run. So again, guys, I hope you actually enjoyed this video. Definitely like, share, comment. Let me know what you think, and also, guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. All right, guys, peace.